My time is up, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
The gentleman from Texas, Mr. Gomert.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman, and appreciate so much all of the witnesses being here and all your time. And I'd had to step out briefly, but I hadn't heard anybody demonizing immigrants. In fact, you know, the people I know here on both sides of the aisle all feel that one of our great strengths as a country is because we are a nation of immigrants, because people come from all over, and we enforce the law more fairly than any nation in history, and therefore that gives everybody a chance who really wants to pursue it. What drove me off the bench is seeing a government, as a felony judge, I was seeing more and more young women with children coming in who had a check dangled in front of them, and friends say, I just drop out of high school, government will send you a check. And it was breaking my heart to see these women charged with felonies for going and getting a job and not reporting it because they were just trying to get out of the hole, but they were lured into it by well-meaning, well-intentioned legislation. And I'm concerned that we're doing the same thing with illegal immigration. We're told by political advisors on both sides of the aisle, gee, if you take too strong a stand on border security and legal immigration, then you can't have a majority. You got to back off of that because you'll offend Hispanics. But it's my impression, and you know, we've been told, for example, in here before that over 70% of gang members are illegally here, and it also seems that a majority of the crimes by illegal immigrants are against Hispanics. So I would think it would be a great thing and a great help to Hispanic community to enforce legal immigration to protect Hispanics. Am I wrong, Mr. Rodriguez?
Not at all, sir. Let me give you another example, another personal example. Because again, when we watch from C-SPAN, you know, the general folks out in the grassroots, I'm sorry, you know, and I don't mean to offend you, not you personally, but
go ahead.
Members of Congress sometimes come across a little arrogant to us when we speak. So the only thing I can tell you is I'm not an expert other than personal experiences. 3 weeks ago, my niece was hit in her car by an undocumented alien in San Antonio, okay? Didn't have insurance, didn't even have a driver's license. Nothing we can do about that, you know? Just like Dr. Swain has mentioned, there is a rule of law problem here. And the Hispanic community in San Antonio, again, our Tea Party, 6,000 folks strong. A third of them are Hispanic, and it's growing. And they know our position on immigration, and it's just that we are tired. We see it. We see not only the issue of the violence and the issue of entitlements. We see, you know, I mean, they're here illegally. I'm sorry, you know, and that's what needs to be addressed.
Well, as a judge, I often saw that the victims of illegal immigrant felonies were Hispanics that were legally here. And I felt an obligation. It doesn't matter what your race is. If you're a victim of a crime, we owe you the obligation to protect you, and that's part of our sworn job. And we hear so many saying, well, you know, we could never deport the millions that are here. It just seems like if we enforce the law, E-Verify, and dry up benefits, I feel like we are corrupting a Hispanic culture that came with, generally speaking, a faith in God, a devotion to family, and a hard work ethic, and that we're actually destroying that heritage by saying, here, we'll throw you benefits like we've lured so many into ruts they can't get out of. I'm very concerned, and let me just say I appreciate so much you're taking the time. Some people may watch C-SPAN and say, well, I wonder how much they get paid. Obviously, you didn't get paid anything. You came because you believe in what you came to testify about, and so we are so very thankful for you. Thank you. I yield back.